Hello students, so today we will be starting with a new chapter. The new chapter name is Political Theory, and this chapter is present in the class 11 book of Political Theory. So we will be understanding what is political theory and what is the nature of the political theory. Before that, we will be understanding what is politics and how politics is related to the political theory. So let us begin. Now here, what do you mean by the political theory? Political theory is a branch of political science that deals with the study and analysis of political ideas, concepts, ideologies and principles. It is a systematic and critical examination of various political philosophies, thoughts and theories that have been developed over time to understand and explain political phenomena. Now, what do you mean by political theory? It is a branch of political science. It is a branch of political science which makes us understand the viewpoints and opinions about politics. Also, on the other hand, it studies the concepts and nature of the political idea, the viewpoint. Also, on the other hand, the ideologies and principles. Very, very important. It also studies the ideologies and principles, and here also comes the political ideas and the concepts. So these are all part of the political theory. Also, on the other hand, it is a systematic and critical examination of the political philosophers. Now, if you want to understand political theory, you have to understand the philosophy of the political philosophers. You have to understand the ideologies of the political philosophers. Also, on the other hand, you have to understand their thoughts and theories as well that have been seen over time to understand and accept the political phenomenon. Now, if you want to understand the ideology of Mahatma Gandhi's ideology is related to the political theory. Now, other leaders have different political ideologies, they have different viewpoints and concepts, and this all come under the category of the political theory. It changes over time, it modifies over time. Also, on the other hand, it is developed over time to understand the viewpoint. Also, on the other hand, the phenomenon of the politics. The phenomenon of the politics changes from time to time. Second comes political theory aims to explore the fundamental question. Political theory aims to explore the fundamental question related to politics, governance, power, justice and human nature. Now, if I talk about political theory, what do you mean by the political theory? Political theory actually signifies the fundamental question. Now, what are those fundamental questions related to? Those fundamental questions are related to politics, governance, power, justice and human nature. Also, under the political theory, laws come. Laws, politics, governance as well as justice and human nature comes under the political theory. Also, it studies the nature and purpose of political power, authority and governance. It seeks to answer questions about the one and justification of the political authority. Now, if I want to make you understand regarding the political theory means power, political theory means authority. If you want to understand the power and the authority or the governance of a particular institution, that also comes under the political theory. Also, on the other hand, it seeks answer from the question. It seeks answer for the question that how a particular individual will be getting justification of the political theory or the political power. Also, on the other hand, the political theory understands as the political authority, the role of the states and the rights and responsibility of the citizens. Now, if I talk about political theory, it makes us understand the role of a particular citizen, the role of a particular government. Also, on the other hand, the role of the state, rights and also the responsibility of the citizen. It describes the right of a particular citizen, the privileges of the particular citizen, also the role of a particular citizen and the role of the state. The state also contributes to the citizen some responsibility. Now, political theory can be both normative and descriptive. Now, political theory can be divided into two parts, normative and descriptive. It can be in both ways. Now, how it can be in both ways, such as normative political theory describes how political system and society should be organized to achieve certain goals like justice, freedom or equality. Now, normative political theory. If I talk about normative political theory describes the political system. It describes the political systems and theories. It describes the political systems, societies and theory that is organized to achieve certain goals like justice, freedom, or equality. Again, I'm telling regarding the normative political theory. What do you understand by the normative political theory? Normative political theory describes the political system. It is a particular political system where societies are organized in such a way such as certain goals like justice, freedom can be achieved. Certain goals like justice, freedom, and equality can be achieved. You see, if a particular individual wants to stay in a particular society, there should be justice, there should be equality, there should be freedom. Now if there is caste discrimination, if there is inequality, then the person will no longer will be able to stay in a particular society. So this is normative politics or normative political theory. Now descriptive political theory seeks to understand and analyze existing political systems and behavior. Now if I talk about descriptive political theory, the descriptive political theory understands the system or the behavior of a particular system. Descriptive political theory actually understands the behavior of a particular society, or you can say the behavior of a particular system. This all comes under the descriptive political theory. Now I hope so you have understood about the political theory. First, we have understood about the political theory, which comprises the concepts, ideologies, and also the principles and political ideas. The second comes political theory refers to the fundamental question, those fundamental question that is given to seek answer regarding the justice, regarding the power and human nature. Also, on the other hand, it will be comprising the role of the state. It will be comprising the role of the state, the political authority, also the power, rights and privileges of the citizen, and also it comprises the role of the citizen, the role of the state, the role of the country as well. And third comes, it is divided into normative political theory and descriptive political theory. How it is comprised into normative political theory? You see, in normative political theory, it is divided into political systems and society. The political systems and societies which are planned and organized according to the implementation of justice, also on the other hand freedom or equality. Now if it is under descriptive political theory, it seeks to understand the behavior of a political system, or to understand the behavior of a political society. So this comes under descriptive political theory. I hope you have understood regarding the political theory. Now here comes, why should we study political theory? Now what is the meaning of studying political theory? You see, we have heard about the term political theory, we have understood about the term political theory. Now why we need to study about the political theory? So let us discuss. Now, first of all, political theory is relevant for the above target groups. As high school students, we may choose one of the above. So indirectly, it is relevant for even now. Now, if I talk about the political theory subject is very much important for the students who are in high school, which means high secondary. The high secondary students must study the political theory so that they understand the meaning of justice, the freedom and the equality in a particular society. So political theory is a subject in class 11 as well and class 12 as well. Now, secondly, we are all going to be citizens entitled to vote and other issues. To be responsible, it is helpful to have a basic knowledge of the political ideas and institutions that shape the world we live in. Very, very important. Now, why do we study political theory? You see, we are the citizen of our own country. We are the citizen of our own country, and after the 18 years of age, an individual has the right to vote. An individual will be voting someone. They will be voting for a particular leader, for a particular party. As a result, political theory is important to understand. Also, on the other hand, political theory gives us the basic knowledge. It gives us the basic knowledge about the particular political ideas and viewpoints, also about the institution that will be shaping our world. Now you see, what do you understand? Why do we study political theory? Political theory helps us understand about the world, about the justice, and also to shape our environment around. Now, if we study political theory, we will be understanding to vote for whom. We will be understanding about leaders. We will be understanding how to shape our particular country. So, for that reason also, we study political theory. Now, in the information society, yes, very, very important. In the information society, it is crucial that we learn to be reasonable and informed. If we are to participate in Gram Sabhas or offer our views on websites and posts. Now, in the information society, you see, our society is growing. Our society is growing. As a result, our society is improving and we are full of information. We are full of information, and if we want to participate in some type of committee, if we want to participate in some type of gram sabhas also, then we will be able to express our own viewpoint. We will be able to express our own opinion. So as a result, we study political theory. Now, political theory is the expression of our viewpoint, because this is the part of our constitution itself, right to freedom, which means we have the right to express our own choice. This also comes under the constitutional remedies. Now, thirdly, freedom, equality, and secularism are not abstract ideas in our lives. We daily encounter discrimination of various sorts in families, school, colleges, shopping malls, and so on. We ourselves have prejudices against people who are different from us, be they of a different caste or religion or gender. Now, if I talk about political theory, political theory is not about gender or secularism, but we see a lot of discrimination in our society. Still now also people are discriminating other people on the basis of caste, on the basis of religion as well. Also, on the other hand, in some parts of the society, the issues of religion, the issues of gender or caste have not been solved till yet. Also, on the other hand, in schools also, in colleges also, in families also, there are some kind of issues regarding gender problems, regarding religion issues as well, and also regarding adapting to a particular community. So for that reason also we study political theory, so that we can seek justice. We can seek justice, and we can try to sort out some of the issues regarding the political issues in a particular country or in a particular society. Also, we ourselves have prejudices against people. Now, what do you mean by prejudices against people? Means hatred among people. You see, we are human beings. We have love, we have hatred. As a result, also we study political theory, so that we can balance between the two. Also, who are different from us, be they of a different caste or religion or gender or class. Now, different caste or religion or gender or class. Now, political theory. Why do we study political theory? So that we understand the basics of equality. We understand the basics of equality. Also, on the other hand, we understand the forms of equality and the forms of non-discrimination. You see, if I talk about the discrimination of a particular caste, of a particular religion, it is not under the constitutional remedy, and it is against the constitutional remedy, because in our constitution itself, which is right to minorities, it has been said that the minority people also have the right to perform his or her own religion, to practice his or her own religion. There should be no discrimination against the basis of the religion. Also, there should be no discrimination on the basis of the caste. It also comes under the fundamental rights and duties. I hope you have understood the study of the political theory. Now, here, if we feel oppressed, we want it redressed. That if it is delayed, we feel violent revolution is justified. If we are privileged, we are dignified to be a citizen of our country. This political theory encourages us ideas about feelings, and feelings about political things. Now, if we are feeling oppressed, oppressed means if we are feeling completely inside a boundary, not out of the boundary, we will be redressing our grievances, which means we will be complaining about our own issue. This is the part of the political theory. If we are discriminated also, we will be redressing our grievances, which means we will be trying to solve the issue. We will be complaining to the government itself, and the government must be accountable to our particular thoughts, to our particular actions. Also, on the other hand, if it is delayed, Very important. If it is delayed, violent revolution is justified. Now we want to seek redressal of something, but if it is delayed, we will be protesting against it, and there must be a violent revolution. So this is the part of political theory. What do we understand regarding the protest in accordance to the political theory? Also, on the other hand, if we are privileged, you see, according to the right to life, we must be privileged as a citizen of a particular country, because we have the right to be privileged, we have the right to be the citizen of a particular country. As a result, it is justified that if we are privileged, we are dignified to be a citizen of our country. Also, on the other hand, the political theory encourages us. The political theory encourages us ideas and feelings about our political society. Yes, it gives us ideas, it gives us feelings, it gives us thoughts and opinions about our political society. I hope you have understood this point. And the final point is, finally, as students, we enjoy debates and elocution competition. We have opinions about what is right or wrong, just or unjust, but we do not know whether they are reasonable or not. Very important. Now you see, in schools also, in colleges also, we have debate competition. We have debate competition or any kind of speech competition. Here also, why do we study political theory? So that we can express our viewpoint, we can express our opinion. Also, sometimes when a student or an individual express their opinion or viewpoint, they are not certain that whether they are correct or not, regarding their approach. As a result, also, political theory gives us the guidance so that we can understand the approach of a particular opinion, we can understand the approach of a particular guidance. Also, on the other hand, it gives us knowledge regarding we are reasonable or not. We realize the need to defend them and seek out reasons and arguments. Political theory exposes us to systematic thinking on justice or equality so that we polish our opinion and argue in a informed manner and for the sake of common interest. Now, if I talk about political theory here, if I talk about political theory exposes us to the systematic thinking. Political theory exposes us to the systematic thinking. Also, on the other hand, it gives us the ideas of justice and equality. It gives us the ideas of justice and equality, and also it polishes our opinion. It polishes our viewpoint and opinion. Also, on the other hand, in an informed manner and for the sake of common interest. Now you see, if I talk about political theory here, political theory comprises about the common interest. It comprises about the common interest. For the sake of common interest only, we will be understanding the viewpoint of the justice and freedom. We will be understanding the viewpoint of the justice and about the justice and freedom. Also, on the other hand, the political theory exposes us to systematic thinking. Yes, the political theory exposes us to a systematic thinking. That systematic thinking is related to the justice and freedom. That systematic thinking is related to the justice and freedom. Also, on the other hand, it gives us a knowledge in an informed manner for the sake of the common interest. It gives us information in an informed manner for the sake of the common interest. You see, there are billions of people in this world. And in India, there are so many people, there is so many population. You see, 8 billion, our India has 1 billion. 1 billion population in our country, India, and our country, India, is known to be the second populated country in the world. As a result, if I talk about 1 billion, those 1 billion must have common interest. If those 1 billion people have common interest, means 1 billion people having common interest, I have termed it as CI. Common interest, those common interests only will help us choose a particular government. This common interest will help us choose a particular government. So as a result, the common interest is very much important to understand the political theory, to understand the justice and the freedom. Also on the other hand, the political theory makes us understand whether the opinion or thought we are giving is right or not. It gives us the reasonable viewpoint. It gives us the reasonable guidance so that we understand what is our behavior and what is our justifiable opinion and viewpoint regarding a particular government. I hope so you have understood regarding the political theory and why do we study political theory. So if you want to know anything regarding the courses of the Bhadra Academy, then you can contact us in this number 86383 91721. And thank you for watching my class.